Hi. This is a recording because I hopefully will be in the sun, maybe swimming. I doubt it. Gold Coast still gets cold in the morning and cold at night. We're in winter. It's a sunny day today, so maybe they've got rain up there. So this is a pretty cool card. Unfortunately, you know, last week I showed you the card. You'll have to look it up, guys. Just look up my delightful wishes that I did last week. So this one's called our Smoking Hot Leaving Delightful Wishes. So these again have gone on I told you last week, they're still online. I've had a look. They're still available, but they are leaving. Look, I did one the other day. I cut that wishing out again. But, so this card, look at this. It's a bit random, isn't it? I love a bit of painties. That's probably a bit messy. Oh, there I got something. A lot to work on that. But it's also quite cute because you only have to write over it and it'll be fine. But this is just a little bit. You will need your little tweezers because you will get hot fingers in this one. Okay, so we are again using elements of text. Oh, I love it. It's so good. It goes with everything. You can do what you want. So I'll just pop that aside for a second. So we're using mainly Pecan Pie. Now all the, I don't know if all the instructions will be on. I might have to add them. I've got them all here. But because it's a recording, I probably do get to add them. So this is 8 and a quarter by 5.5, and it gets scored at half. So I just, if I haven't got my machine, my cutting tool up, I get my tops on there, push them down, go down to the centre, and then I just get my bone folder and make sure. And that way you have a completely excellent connection, okay? So I'm just going to give it a little fold on the other side. I have some cloud cover. This is, honestly, they've got many blues, they've got other ones, and I'm just thinking, what colour did I do there? Oh, I have got my, look, I always write them out ready. Water painter, elements of that. Azure, that's what I forgot. Cloud cover, Azure, and Pecan Pie. So Pecan Pie, cloud cover, give me a minute. Oh, this Azure, it's so beautiful. Look at the bright blue on that. So we've got Pecan Pie and Azure as that thing. Now, we are going to be going straight on here. Okay, we can do it on here. I'll pop that to the side. Look at that. Messy. It looks messy, but it also looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Oh, well, I say it looks cool. So I've got an inside piece, which we will be doing work on as well. And we need an envelope. And then we've got some bits and pieces, scraps to cut out. So let's do the water painting first because that will need to dry. Now, if you, I don't use the water paper all the time, and I should, I suppose, if I've got some. What's that? Masking paper. Oh, I thought I had some water paper. No wonder why I don't use it all the time. I don't think it matters. I use my embossing tool to dry it. So I've got a water painter. I've got my 2 ink pads. So I'm going to open that out, and I'm going to open that out, and hopefully I don't stick in the wrong ones. Now I am doing this as a recording because hopefully, as I said, I'll be in the Gold Coast. That's in the top of, in the lower part of Queensland. So I don't need, did I do anything on this? Where's my original? No, I didn't do anything on this. It's all on my blue. See? It's all on my cloudy. And that's why the Azure shows up nicely. You still get to see the cloud. Okay, so what I'm going to do is get 2 glass blocks. Okay, and so I'm going to put that in the pecan pie. We are going to stamp a little bit on this as well. And I'm going to put the other one, and I might just switch them over so I don't end up doing it. You know what I can do. Alright, so first of all, we'll go with the pecan pie. So we're going to drip some water out of our thing in there and give it a hurry curry. Now that's a lot. So get a bit more off there. Okay, so we're just going to start with some smooshing everywhere. There's no rhyme or reason, so you just go wherever you go. And I think I need it a bit darker than that, so I got a bit much water on that. Let's do it down this end, okay, and get some more and pull that water in there and get that a little bit darker. So all I've just done is splatches over, just all around, okay. Now, I don't know if I'm trying to think there, okay. That's a lot of brown, yes I know. And on our envelope, what did we do? Where did I put it? Here it is. So on our envelope, we've just splotched a bit. We don't want too much because it's, okay. And on our inside, the same. I've got a nice bit of splattering going up there. I like that. And I'm just going to give that a bit more splatter, a bit of darker in there. Use all that up. Okay. And get all that nice and dark. Alright. I'm getting as much as I can to get that dark going along. Okay, and once that's all done, you can pick it up there. Right, now we're definitely going to need a wet one here. Oh, goodness. A nice new packet, so they're done. Now if I'm right, Jess, I've stamped over the painting. I had to double check then. Alright, so I'm just going to use the end of that and put it on there and a bit over there just to make sure it's all covered. And I'm going to clean that off. Right, now we're going to put on our, I'm going to leave that because we're going to do some stamping. So now we're going to do with the blue, with the Azure Afternoon, and I might do a double stamp of that too because and make that nice and rich. Alright. Okay. Gotta concentrate here. You don't really. Well, I might have to do some of the stamping on that to give that a bit more blue. I'm going to just give another squinch on there and get some more in. And just get a really good lot of all that blue Azure in there because that's so beautiful. And we're just going to go do the same. Just paint around in between. We need to leave a bit of cloud cover. Alright. Because that's the reason we've picked it, is because it just goes so nicely in here. Okay, and again I'm just going to top up the bits I've done so it's showing through nice, and when it dries, it's got a good hue to it. Okay. Now, I'm thinking we've just done that a little bit the other way, I think. Alright, I was going to leave it like that, although I got to say, maybe I put more water on it before and got more in it, and it gave it that lighter. So I like this in here. Okay, so I'm just going to go a bit more, so I've got it more in here. All nice and rich. And I'm just getting our envelope in. A few darker bits in the front. I could just give that a bit more dark. Alright, and the last of this, I'm just going to use it up on here. You can do whatever you like when you're doing this. Alright, now, where's my wipe? I'm just going to wipe that lid off. And if you just squeeze through, you'll get the colour the water coming out of your scraper, and just mash that until you can't see there's no paint on it now. So that's got it out, and you don't have to empty your water painter now. It's ready for the next one. And just your hands you might need to. Let's clean up this. So they clean up nicely, probably having a good old wash there. A bit of fluff on there. Have to work that out later. I'll clean my hands too, because you do, not too bad. That bit there I put into a different ink pad before when I was cleaning up stuff. Oh, good old, remember my washcloth? Right, get that clean up. Now, as far as I can see, we don't have any more stamping. How's that for easy peasy? It's not an easy peasy card today, because I don't know if that would be okay. So that's looking like that. So what I'm going to do, make a bit of noise and just dry that down. And you see, yes, it's going to move up. Turn it over and do it the other way. Okay, and we'll just put a block on it for a sec. That's fine, we'll just put that to the side now. So what we're going to do, we're not going to let that dry a minute before I put the elements on. So in the meantime, let's do this. So we're only going to stamp the happy birthday. Wishing you a happy birthday. We're going to stamp that one. Now that's on your small strip. So notice when we cut a card at 5.5 by 11, it's actually got that other 1/2 inch. So all I've done is I keep them, and that's going to be for our greeting. So don't forget that trick. We're going to use our cleaning thing because we really want this to work. Now while we're at it, we're going to do the other 2 pieces that you've got told to cut. Now the big piece is quite big because this wishing is long and wide. So even though I've cut it out of, I think it's out of that. It's not, it's out of another one. It's out of copper clay, that one. But that's how big, so you need that to be wide to go on there. And we're going to use that one to cut that out. So I'll just put my thing over here. And we're going to use this leaf. So this takes that big. Alright. So, and what's the other thing we need? wishing. So that was my spare one. And so wishing is going to be cut out of there. Right. Now, before I cut them, I might do my work on them, because you know when I cut my other ones, I cut them first. Whoop, I just dropped a hole of the paper. When I cut mine first the last time, it was hard to hold this to get all the metal on it that I wanted. I did it, I'll show you, it's like 3 times. And I think you'll find what I'm thinking is it'll look much better. I just hope it cuts out. If it doesn't, we'll just go back to the other one. So we'll give these a go. And so I don't lose this, I'll pop it onto a block, because when they're poly, oh my goodness, photopolymer is, when you lose them, you lose them. I've lost a few stamps. Okay, so I keep those in my metal dish, because you lose them. You lose a lot of things, to be honest, because you're busy working away. I mean, I've been busy getting all my classes ready, and I have shut off for 10 minutes to find the die. I can't find it. I've moved my sofa out, I've moved my chair out. I'm just going to double check in here. And you know what? I'm just going to get up and move on. So, this is the original, and you're going to see what to do when something goes drastically wrong and hurts your feelings. Because, oh my God, I'm such a dickhead. I put it over to keep it safe. Oh, I am ridiculous. Ridiculous. Okay, so with this, hopefully I haven't wrecked it. Okay, hopefully we'll be able to get it all back together. That is absolutely embarrassing. I have just turned it off, restarted, I'll boot it back together, and looking everywhere for something that was sitting right there. Why didn't someone tell me? Because I'm not on a live. So I was going to adjust and put a flower on instead from here, which would have looked just as nice, wouldn't it? So there you go. I might try the flower anyway as well. So let's get back to the job at hand, and I am mortified. I am the most, how can I do this all the time? I can't lose, I lose things, I panic, and I found it. So we do have to cut this one out, because it's not a stamp. I thought I had a stamp for it. So I'm going to cut it out now. And we will, as I said, we will adjust. Okay. That doesn't sound like it's popping out properly, does it? Because I don't have the proper cutting board in there, do I? When this is do not use as a cutting surface, will work just as well we stopped with that one, isn't it? Alright, let's go to this and this and this, and see if that's going to be enough. Not enough. Okay, where's my other big board? I thought I had it down there. Ah, okay. Alright, what we'll do is I'll just drag this one off here, and we will go again. Let's see how that goes. Now that's too much, so that out and go back to that and see if it, there you go. And it's cut it out, embedded it into onto there. Oh, the times, eh? So that's out. And if you notice, and if you haven't done this before, of course everyone's worked that out, that's how you get it out. So this is why I'm still flushed from running around like an idiot. Anyway, so we have to stamp this one in Versamark as well. And I'll leave the tail on that. Alright, so we also need to stamp the wishing. Alright, a long one in Versamark on here. Alright, so while we've got that, we can get our copper. Oh, we've got to push this on. We've got to Versamark this. Okay. And this is where we're using our tongs. We're going to be doing this a couple of times. Alright, so that goes in there. And what I'll do is I'll do this first, over there, and then drop it all over that. More there. And give that a tap. And on there, and give that a tap. Alright, now gonna dry that. We're gonna do a couple of things here, so I need to just cover my powder. Right, I'm going to very gently lift that up. Okay, I'm going to put my powder right out of the road, because we have to do this a couple of times. So okay, and the grating. Alright, so now we're going to, let's see if that one's dry. I don't, because I can't use my, see how that's already got its shine? But we're going to do this again. Okay? We're going to do it 2 or 3 times. Now, because I already have my powder in here, I can just face down that on there. Alright? I'll just use the back of that and push it in. So it gets the powder. Alright, and I'm going to do that bit first because I need to around. Alright, we'll let him get cold. Now we're going to do the same here, and we should have cut that out. So we will adjust and we'll cut that out now. I thought it was going to, I might have been able to do it. I'm just going to quickly run that through over here because that cutting board wasn't doing its job before. I don't know where my extra piece is, so I'm going to quickly run that through here and get on that on properly. Run that through. And I put 2 plates on that. Did you hear that whir? Alright. Now, so this is why I was saying I wondered if we did it the other way, because it was quite hard on my fingers for a little bit. Alright, so we got the wishing again. So again, just Versamark all over it. And we'll lay it back into here. Alright. Push it down in there. And get that Versamark all over it. We're not doing it for that because I just realised I did that the wrong way. It's meant to be in the white. All my panicking. Alright, so let's pull that out. I might pick that up because I think I had a little bit of that on the back. So get out of the road. Watch, don't get the tip of that on my knee. Now, if I'm right, that's had its second time. That's had its second time. So we're going to go back for a third because we want this really nice rigid leaf sticks. Alright, so back in. Okay. See how you can see it's really thickening up, and it's hot. Yep. Now, put that over there so I don't burn my legs, and we'll do this one more time. You want 3 of each because I want it to be nice and thick and stands out. Doesn't look like on the card it stands out too much, but it does. You could always, if you didn't, well, I would just do this anyway. Even if I cut out 3 wishings and put one underneath, I want the heavy powdered look on it. Okay. So I'm going to put that over there where I can't knock it over, and we will do this the last time. Oh shit, that was hot. Excuse me. You can see it's just stuck to my bench. See how it goes? It does the... Okay. Oh, that was hot. That was hot. I'm just going to take that off. Okay, so now we've got 2 hot things. Now while I've got that out, I will do the other one. So I did the happy birthday, I actually did in white, and I totally forgot about that. So lucky for me, I have an entire strip. We can use that for another card later. Put that over there somewhere. Oh. Don't burn yourself, guys. Where's my cloth gone? I'm just getting every bit of the powder off. I don't want it sticking to the back of the card. I mean, that would just be a epiphany. It's just the last thing I needed. Alright, so I'm going to just do this again. And I'm going to find that stamp I took off and put away, but no I didn't, I left it over here ready. Okay, that's not quite stitched straight. Alright, and on this side, in the middle, there. Okay. And I want to do this in white. Okay. So let's see if we can do this just on here. I think this is clear. It's clear. Well, let's try again. Silver, white. Yeah, here's white. Okay. I'm only doing it in here because I don't want to, that's white. Alright. We are just going to get another piece because I did the silver. The clear, it wouldn't let me redo it. So as it goes, I do have another one ready. Let's try again. Alright. And no, not straight. I'm too fussy, aren't I? I'm going to put it up a bit and cut that down. It's just a little bit fat. Alright, let's try again. I'm just going to give that a little flick down. Sometimes it sits. Now, just give that a little bit more. And that's done. Wow, we don't want brown everywhere, do we? Oh, here goes for me poor fingers again, guys. Definitely did feel that little burn. Be careful, use your tongs. Use your tongs. I was hoping to, that's why I thought of, I could do it without cutting it out first, without die cutting it out. But now I know why I didn't, or why I die cut it. You learn things as you go along, you remember some stuff and you don't. You just move on, and that's who I am. If anyone's watching, please subscribe, please share. If you share, that would be really fantastic. I've been trying to build my Facebook page and my YouTube page. I work very hard at it. Oh, I just put that into the wrong place. I work very hard at it, and I love doing it. Okay, so back to here. That's all down. It will stick down when we're done. So if we just get the elements of text. Oh, shizers, I've got to go and get my kids from school. They'll be screaming. Hi, third time lucky. I had to run out to school, so there might be some little breaks in the movie because we'll put it all back together. So I did use the elements here, but I just used this one. I don't think I did any splotching because I didn't want to. Oh, can you believe my day? I need to maybe go to bed and start again. Maybe I should be having a gin and tonic in the middle of the day. Well, that's not going to work because I've still got to go for a walk with my dogs and make my dinner for my kids. And I'll put that over here. And someone's trying to ring me and I'm just going to put that away. Sorry. I turned that off before. Oh no, turn silent off. Let's turn that completely off and I will call her later. So, now, remember I said that even though it's turned up a bit, it will stick because with this I will put on tape rather than just the glue. So I am going to ink this up quite a bit. Alright, and on my other card I've just done one at the bottom and one at the top, and I didn't do anything on the envelope, so that's easy peasy, done. And where's my I'll clean all those off in a minute because I'm just okay. So now with my stamp wishing. Oh, isn't that so funny? Can you believe I did that? I am a nutcase. And there's my, to cut that out as well, so we'll have to do that. I'll just put my wishing back before I lose that. I am looking for my little leaves. And so in Pecan Pie, we are going to try and find my tiny little glass. If you haven't got these are ergonomic and they are very, very good. Very good for kids because you can get your things in and you just put them down, whereas I have an old flat one here when I first started stamping, and look at the thickness. You've got nowhere to hold it. You get ink on your fingers. So I replaced them very quick with these when I joint stamping up. But I just brought them one at a time. I didn't go all out. So what I've done here, oh, he's put a little ink on there. And get another wet one. I just leaned over because I'm telling you something, and I put a little ink on my thing. So you just wipe that off with your wet one. Alright, now I just want to tap that side there. Right, so we've put just some leaves down where the blue is. Just a couple like that. Now you can just do a leaf on its own. So what you can do is get a piece of scrap paper. If I want to put, because it's hard to just get between that one. So if I just want to put a leaf, I'm just going to show you that's what I'm going to do. So I want to hit it, I've hit it there. So I'm just going to do that. And then I don't get the other leaf. But this time, to make it even easier, I'm just going to stamp out the leaf on its own. Okay? And so we're just going to do a few leaves random on the card. Up there. We didn't really do the leaves going from the branch, did we? But that I didn't want that. This was just an effect to make this look a bit different, okay? And so obviously we need to do a couple of leaves on the inside, and I can do both of them. I'm okay with that. Alright. And I'm just going to do a 1 now. So, where did I put the new tissue? Oh, dropped on the floor. Here I go again. Take that off. And I'm just going to do just the leaf again. So, I'm getting it on the corner. And I want to do 1 coming out there on its own. And where's my envelope? Now, while I was running out doing that, I had a lady called Colleen Casey, and I've never met her before, and she just joined my Nette's, and I gave her the card that I made at the time, and look what I just opened the mail and look what she sent back. Isn't that stunning? That is really, really nice. I think, if I'm correct, that's the paper from that set as well, the new one, the blossoms. Let me have a look. Isn't that lovely? And it's really, I love it because it looks like she's faded it a bit, because I think it looks like crumb cake. And if I'm correct, she's used Gallery of Blooms. That's what it is. So it's in the book. I don't need to look it up. I remember now. And that's the one with the little, they have two frames in it. That's the middle one. And look at the lovely old paper she's got. But it's really nice and distressed. And isn't that lovely? A beautiful thank you for my card. I can't believe that. Oh, I should have looked. It was Memorable Blooms? I thought it was Gallery Blooms. It is Gallery Blooms. But isn't that lovely? What a nice lady. I couldn't believe I opened the mail and saw that there. Very privileged. And we'll do some on our envelope. Okay. It looks muddy, doesn't it? Muddy and delicious. Alright, that's done. We'll just pop that over there too. Right, all we have to do is cut out this. And I'm going to do it on my trusty where it will be quick and I don't have to drag up my other thing and look what I'm doing. And while I was doing that, guys, I noticed a card I made the other day. And this is, she's used the inside piece of the die from Gallery Blooms, from this one. So that flower's Gallery Blooms and hers is, but the inside is from there. And so that's a card I just made out the other day. Alright, let's put it together. So we've got tear and tape over here. But I'm very chuffed. I'm going to put that up with my other cards. Because my husband's birthday cards are still up. And what was nice there too, one of the ladies is in my class. And she gave my husband one of the man cards we'd made. And it was my favourite card too because I love the motorbike one. And I was really rapt. I thought, isn't that nice? It's nice to get them back because obviously I have a whole room of cards that I make. And, you know, like, but it's nice to get other people think they're that good and good that they could give them back to me. Well, she gave it to my husband. So, yeah, I'm a little over going on that because it is a heavy, now that it's been dried and wet and dried. Oh, my God, isn't that just so beautiful? Oh, I love it. I love it. I really do. So, alright, let's get that off. And I don't know why we've got something on the screen. Let's tap that off. Hopefully you didn't see it sitting there. This could have been a much faster card if I didn't think I'd lost my my